Hey you guys, so let's take a look and see what message Spirit has for you at this time. All right, first thing we have coming out is the Sun. Okay, it might be that you're wondering how you can step into more freedom for yourself. Or it could be that there could be an understanding of you beginning to walk into just a completely new environment. And you're trying to figure out what you want to do. You feel like you have so many choices, so many options. How do you build? I mean, it could be speaking about a financial understanding. How do you build what you want for yourself? How do you become a professional in a sense? This could be about you leaving a job environment and you're out on your own. Maybe you have the income or some financial stability to finally grow or build just a business understanding for yourself. And you're like, how do I do this? What do I want to do? Maybe you have more than one idea. And Spirit is saying, I get kind of this Spirit saying, it's not that you're only meant to choose one. Maybe it's just one for now. And I want you to think about which would be the best one, or the one that would bring you toward what you want financially quickest at this time, to be able to invest into those other things that you would like to build. So it's really just about which business understanding is it that you're meant to do at this time that will help invest and lead into you pouring into those other things. Some of the other things may be more personal passions, I guess you could say. And maybe there's one that is more grounded, less of a personal passion, but it's going to help you, help assist you in being able to pour into and invest into your personal passions. Yeah. And those personal passions, they're going to branch and build and grow into something grand. But I really get that there could be like something that it's not you don't have any passion about it. It's more the understanding of there are other aspects to it, and it could be that maybe that thing has a learning curve and you're worried about having to step into learning more about it. Maybe you want some assistance. Let me see what this is. Yeah, I do. I get a journey. It shows up as there could be some learning, some new journey here as far as like whichever understanding that you're meant to step into at this time. You may already know or feel like this is probably what I should begin with, but I don't know all the ins and outs of this. And the Hermit here, a lot of times the Hermit it's somebody who has walked a journey and gained a lot of knowledge and understanding. So it could be that you're seeking somebody like this out, somebody who does have the knowledge and the understanding, and asking them for tips or assistance or clarity, helping you chart your course and plot how you're going to do this. All of that understanding is here. The Spirit is saying you don't have to do this alone. Let me see. Okay. So I do also get that maybe there's a little fear about stepping out on your own, because this really does feel like it's on your own outside of a regular business understanding or a regular 9-to-5. You may be worried about that. There may be a lot of fear coming up, a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear. I'm sorry, I got the cards all the way down here. Yeah, there may be a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear that's here for you. And Spirit is just saying, let that come up. Let it come up. All of that anxiety, let it come up. You see it's getting left behind here. In the bottom of the card, it's getting left behind. You're going to leave that behind. But you got to have that, allow it to have its moment. You got to feel it. You got to experience. Let it pour out for you. Let it release. And also Spirit is saying that you may feel like an imposter in some sense, preparing to take these actions. But understand there's a lot of people that you may see successful and everything else, but know that they had this moment of fear and anxiety that they had to work through too. It was not something you saw, but that doesn't mean that they didn't have that too. You're not alone in this. Everybody goes through this understanding, especially when they're stepping out into something new that's completely different from what a situation where they might leave behind. They might have left behind an old business environment or an old work environment. So like this, you branching off, you leaving the rat race, you leaving the 9-to-5. This is new. This is scary, And at the same time, again, I do get that Spirit is saying it's okay to seek out assistance from somebody who has walked this path already, whether it's a financial advisor, whether it's somebody who offers, courses in some sense on how to build this type of understanding for yourself. Whatever the case may be, it's okay to need assistance mapping out a plan for yourself. It's okay to need that. And there are people that are willing to help you that have already walked this journey. So go out there and find that understanding to connect with. Don't worry about this fear that's coming up, this anxiety and this stress. You're probably like, this energy is like, what did I do? What did I do? I left this job environment. I left this safety net in some sense. And yes, I'm okay financially now, but anything could happen. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of fear. And that's okay. Let it come up and be released. And in some sense, what I do when it comes to my anxieties and fears is I acknowledge them. I say, I see you. I hear you. I understand, And then as I acknowledge it, because it just wants to be acknowledged, as I speak to it, it gets released from me and I can move forward. So just do that. Allow it its moment. Say to it, I see you. Tell yourself, I see you. I feel the anxiety that you have. I know it. I'm acknowledging it. But we're going to be okay through this, And the more that you soothe this understanding and allow it to have its moment, the more, it will be left behind. You can move forward to everything that you deserve. And the bottom of the deck energy is saying that you're on the right track. The star here, it says that this is the right track. And that's it, like that really is it. It's time for you to pour into you. That's what you're stepping into is about. You may be scared of that, but it's going to be so much more abundant than the environment that you left behind. And so much more fun and fulfilling and free. Free. Yes, freedom is here for you and so much more. But I think that's all I have for you guys. I hope this message resonates. And if it doesn't, I hope you find what does.